Let's look at multiplication of decimals. So these were presented to you in this format. The expectation here is that you will rewrite them in this vertical format. Thing to consider with multiplication is also that you don't need to line up all of the numbers from a mathematical perspective, but it's just a good habit to be in, to always line numbers up according to some type of place value. Always line them up on the right hand side here. And it'll just make life easy for you as the questions become more difficult and perhaps more challenging for you to adhere to. So here we've got, firstly what I would say is estimate what your answer is going to be here. So you've got 7 times 12, which is 84. So you know your answer is going to be approximately in the 80s, approximately. So that gives you an idea of how big it's going to be. From that point forward, we just multiply it without any regard for the decimal point. So it's just 7 times 1 is 7, and I line that up. 7 times 3 is 21, 1 down, carry the 2. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16, carry the 1. And 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So I've just multiplied that as if that number is 1,231. Now what I need to consider is how many decimal places are in the question. And I can see here I've got 1 and I've got 2. So 2, so my decimal point comes in 1, 2 spots to there. So that will become our decimal point here. So our answer to this question will be 86.17. Now, if we think back to our original estimate, 84, 86 fits comfortably into that estimate. So we can be pretty confident that that's going to be an accurate result. Right, here we have 3.63 multiplied by 6.9, and we've rewritten that into this vertical format. We just want to now consider this to be a 3-digit number multiplied by a 2-digit number. Work that through first, and then we'll worry about the decimal points afterwards. So just like we did before, 9 times 3 is 27, 7 down, carry the 2. 9 times 6 is 54, plus 2 is 56, carry the 5. And 9 times 3 is 27, plus 5 is 32. We now are going to multiply by the 6. Now we know that this is 10 times bigger, so from if we consider that to be the units, and that would be the tens, so we need to put a 0 here as a placeholder to push everything across. So then that we can multiply it by 6 rather than 60. So 6 times 3 is 18, carry the 1. 6 times 6 is 36, plus 1 is 37, carry the 3. And 6 times 3 is 18, and 3 is 21. So we've got 3267, 21780. When you get your work corrected like this, you should always look to see whether you've got these, each row correct, because that will identify where an error would be. So now let's do some addition. 0 and 7 is 7. 8 and 6 is 14, carry the 1. 7 and 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10, carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5. And 2 plus nothing is 2. So now we need to go back to the question, and we need to count up how many decimal places there are. So there's 1, 2, 3. So our decimal point now needs to come in 1, 2, 3, and it'll go in here. Okay, so our answer to this question will be 25.047. Okay, 3 times 6, in fact, if you look at 6.9, it's almost 7, so it's actually almost 3 times 7, and 0.63 is over half. So it's really 3.5 times 7, I suppose, if you think about it that way. So 3.5 times 7, so 3 times 7 would be 21. Half of 7 is 3.5. So that's going to give you 24.5 as an estimate, and 25.047 would certainly fit comfortably into that estimate.